damage. 26 if it hits him in the body, and only like 3 if you hit him in the head. So, oh no, do we need me to fall down? Oh no, run. Okay. Run. That's hot. And welcome back. We got another episode of Ark Survival Evolved single player playthrough. Episode number 4, the center map boosted. Alright. Last couple episodes we got a couple important things done. This one I want to work on getting a spyglass right away. Try and get a spyglass so we can actually go look at some of the levels of some of the bad guys around our area and some of the other dinosaurs that we might try to tame. Then need to think about maybe possibly we can get enough tranks going. We might try and go get this 150 trike right next to our base. So he's been walking through our base kind of teasing us. I think it might be time to go ahead and go over there and tame him so we have at least one super dino. So everyone's kind of low over here. We got our Mike and Ike. They're not too high. We got our terrible pterodon, the lowest pterodon in the world. While I'm looking around, he might be one of the higher ones in the area. Like, for some reason all the birds are looking kind of low. I don't know if that's part of the actual flyer nerf or not. So you see we got quite a bit of narco going, quite a bit of spoiled meat going. Worked on that a little bit off camera, and then some of the raw meat there. It's taking a lot longer to spoil than would usual. I was gonna work on I was gonna change the actual timer through the sliders, but actually we're not gonna change it. We're just gonna kind of just makes it a little more difficult. We gotta do this little method here where we actually separate the meat out. So you just do luckily one of the new keys was a new eye. You just hit the X button and it splits one, so you can just sit there and split one off at a time, break up a whole bunch of these stacks, and then they'll all spoil about the same time. So I think the spoiling timer on there, these ones will be somewhere around, I could pause here in a second and do it, but somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes, the spoiling timer on each one of these stacks. I think we're at 30 minutes for one of these stacks to spoil. If they're stacked up with 19 or 20, it means only one piece will spoil. But if we separate them out like this, all 19 or 20 of them will spoil at the same time. So we'll end up getting quite a bit of spoiled meat at once if we do it this way, so it kind of speeds up the process. Other than that, we haven't got any base building started. Right here in the next couple days, we'll go ahead and start building up our bases just a little bit, just add a couple things that we really need in this early game to get us started. But other than that, we're not going to mess with too much. So hopefully we can make quite a bit of narcotics so we can get a whole bunch of trank arrows going. Give us 134. 134 is not a bad start. So 134 narcotic getting made up right there. A little bit of freezing going. Hopefully we're not completely frozen. I don't know if because we're trying to do so much narcotic at once. There we go. Alright, cool, we're back. Alright, for some reason, I've had a couple hiccups since the new update. Nothing too bad, but like when I try to drop too many things at once or anything like that, it is having a little bit of problem, which you usually don't get on single player. Alright, so I think we separated all the raw meat, so that'll spoil kind of quickly. A couple more stacks in here we gotta separate. We only have about 15 trank arrows right now, so there's not a lot we can do with 15 trank arrows. Most everything that we go after with 15 trank arrows, it probably wouldn't fall down, unless it was a bird or something like that, but for the most part it's not going to happen. So Terrible gets another level, getting up to level 23. Yeah, gotta go weight. We're only up to 173 weight. The nerf for the weight was huge. They knocked it down to where the amount of weight that these birds can carry is really low. And then the stamina, even with the way that we adjusted the sliders to where all the dinos gain a lot of stuff really quickly, the stamina takes forever to build those levels up. So kind of look around up here, just doing a quick check, see if we see anything cool. Last time we were able to get a few eggs up here, so. But go around, try and find out where we have. Are we out of stamina already? Yep, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. We got huge stamina problems. So, okay. So, like I said, this nerf thing will take some getting used to. It had some pretty overpowered birds the old way it was, and I think it's one of those things. If you jump in and play now, it probably wouldn't be too serious. But if you've been playing this the whole time and you're just now going through this, it's definitely a huge change. So, oh, we're stuck. I might have to jump off. Okay. All right, cool. No damage or anything. Let him land. We can jump on and let him gain his stamina back. You see the stamina takes a minute to come back, so only about halfway. Give him another second to get his stamina back up. And with only 200 stamina max, or total so far, it's just gonna keep running out pretty fast. So not a lot we can do with this bird right now. Alright. Yeah, we might just have to leave him alone for a little while. Let's see. We can put these eggs over here for now just to get them kind of out of the way. Keep our weight a little bit lighter. Plus, if we're going to pick up crystal, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have that weight with us. So, alright, let's try this again. We got our stamina back up. Go ahead and fly over here, look around. Hopefully one of these little spots has crystal on it. I don't know this part of the map that well, so still kind of learning this area. I guess stay next to ground in case we actually run out of stamina again. Let's see. Nothing around here still. I know around these mountain, like little cliff areas, there's usually like little nodes that have at least a couple things of crystal on them. Hopefully no really big bad guys. We got a Listro. Stamina down to 125. Going to pump another level. Yeah, get our stamina a little higher, so we're almost at 200 stamina. So, and that's what I think I've pumped stamina once or twice. I've pumped weight a bunch of times, and we're not even up very high on weight. So I don't know what the flyer nerf has done to the other birds yet, but we'll have to see what it is. What was this guy here? Level 90, Doedicarus. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. We just call them the Doedics. Hopefully, we'll be able to find. No, but hopefully we'll be able to come back and find that Doedic later. It's not too bad of a level to start off with. And there's a Carno and a Diplo going at it. Nothing important so far. Come on, crystal. Alright, so the hunt for crystal. I said I don't know. Usually somewhere up high. As long as we keep an eye on our stamina, we'll be alright. No. Flying a little bit lost here. So I know in the old times when the center map first came out, that sometimes they'd have giga spawns in here. We don't have to worry about anything like that. And yet to run into our first Rex or Giga or anything like super bad. We got the big Spino right next to our base, but as long as we don't get close to the water, we don't have to deal with him too much. Oh, here we go. Finally. Alright, cool. Make sure there's no bad guys up in here. Nobody, no one's attacking. Alright, I don't actually know which one I gotta hit this with to get crystal. 1 crystal, 2 crystal. Awesome. And some rare mushroom. So we got 3 whole crystal out of that one, not a lot. But that should be enough to make. Alright, get rid of the stone. That should be enough to make our spyglass, so good to go there. That's the first thing we wanted to get done before we started anything else on this episode. So hopefully get a little bit of taming done. Some of these narcotics should be done, so we can make some more trank arrows over here. And then we can try to tame something. That's the plan for right now. Before we hit record, we went around and got a whole bunch of narco berries with the trike. And that's pretty much it so far today. So let's go back in here, check this out. Alright. Engrams, no. Let's see. Spyglass. We need wood and hide. So I think we might have a little bit of wood and hide in here, hopefully. Don't have a lot. Like, we only have 2 storage bins in here, so we don't keep a lot of materials in here right now. Definitely have hide, and we got a little bit of wood. Hopefully it's enough. Alright, there we go. Crafting. And spyglass. Bam. Alright, cool. Huge upgrade, right? Got the spyglass. Spyglass ends up being one of the most useful tools in this game. Alright. Outstanding. Now we can look at stuff. Hooray, hooray. Alright, what else we gotta get done here? Let's go ahead and empty out crystal. Yeah, we can put that in there, those don't spoil. Hide back in there. Put the fire back in there. Throw the narcos over here, I guess. So we should have quite a bit of narcotic already made. Sweet, up to 81 already. That's awesome. Cool. Very, very cool. That'll get us started for sure. We only got 31 stone arrows. We need to make some more stone arrows. What we need? Trank arrows. Awesome. Cool. Big upgrade. Get some trank arrows going. so we can actually finally tame something worth taming. Nothing against, you know, Mike and Ike and Terrible, but just need a little bit better upgrades dino-wise. Of course, Sparky. I guess Sparky we have is pretty high level, but that's a passive tame. That doesn't really count. Get that movement speed up nice and high. That way we can, you know, run away from anything we're trying to tame if it's something that attacks. Alright, outstanding. Cool. So getting quite a few levels. So now we have 46 trank arrows. So that should be enough to do some things. Let's see what level these guys are. So there's our 150 trike right there. That's definitely the one we're going for. We'd like to get a few more arrows so we know that we have enough to make sure we contain this one. But that should definitely be the one we want to go after. Raw prime fish meat or raw prime meat. We won't go after one of those anytime soon. I did want to, now that I have the spyglass, come over here if I can see that Spino, which was over here somewhere. I don't know where exactly he went to. 52 pterodon. That's not. Oh wow, a lot of dillos. It does seem like there's some strange spawns that go on in this center map on the single player. I was watching someone else's video and they were saying that there's a big issue with the way that they spawn in caves. Like, not dillos, but just all generals and all dinosaurs in general. Alright, make sure everybody's passive in case I get attacked. Alright, let's go shoot something. Oh, you know what? Let's equip our other bow in case this bow breaks. We have a bad luck with our bow breaking right in the middle of trying to do something. Alright. Where's my tranks? Go ahead and make sure it's loaded up with trank arrows. Like I said, these things take a little bit longer on the Xbox. You have to click, move your mount, or move your cursor all the way over there, and then click again. Not quite as fast as it is with the mouse. You know, let me, before we go get them, let me make a few more arrows. I do not want to run out of trank arrows. You know, once I get a few tranks into one of these dinos. We need a little bit of thatch. We need, I think, fiber and flint, if I remember correctly. Yep, there's our 150. We'll be right back for you, buddy. Alright, run over to the only real spot that we can get fiber from. The nice thing is, the way that we have our respawn set for materials, it looks like this respawns pretty quickly. Like, we haven't had to wait too long on this fiber to spawn over here. Like, every time I've come back over here, at least a few of the plants have respawned, so we don't have to worry about that. That's a big bonus. So, alright, that gives us quite a bit. Get a little flint going. Get at least 100, maybe 2. Alright, how many can that give us? Let's see. And it used to be on the old UI, you just pressed RB to skip over. It's taking a little bit to get used to. I have to go back here and click. I'm not sure why it works that way. So, there we go. That'll give us quite a bit of stone arrows going. And oh man, we're frozen again. Okay, not sure why we're having so much problem with the video freezing. There we go. Anytime we seem to do something that's somewhat intensive, we have a little bit of freezing problem. Not sure. Since this is a single player just on this one Xbox, usually don't have that problem, but hopefully it's nothing too big and doesn't give us a permanent freeze. Really wish that Spino was still out here. I'd like to see what level he is. That way, once we do get going a little further, we can tame us up a Spino. It's one of my favorite overall dinos in this game. Just the way that it can own things on land, and then you can get it pretty fast in the water if you upgrade its oxygen just a little bit. I know most dinos, you don't care what their oxygen is, but if you can throw a couple levels into the Spino oxygen, they can fly through the water. So fly through the water, jump out. It's pretty cool. Like having a water/ground vehicle. Go back and forth with ease. Alright, see how many more tranks or narcotic we have made up in here. Right, we have 52. Awesome. So 52 is definitely not a bad start. We can make 103 trank arrows. Outstanding. Cool. Get these 100 arrows made up. Go out here and tame up this trike. Should be outstanding. Alright. Give them more fortitude. We want to get to like the 40 to 44, somewhere in there, fortitude. Want our weight somewhere between 400 and 500, depending on where we decide to stop at. Health like 400, so trying to keep remember to level up each one of these. I may level up a little bit of crafting speed later, just that way if I'm making arrows and stuff like that, it won't take as long. But I don't think crafting speed affects it if you're using like a smithy or something like that. So we typically don't ever level up crafting speed, but I might do it here since the single player playthrough. I may not be advancing to guns and gunpowder as quickly as you normally would with the tribe, so we'll just have to see. Alright, there's that moss jumps that I keep promising to tame that I probably never tame. I think we gotta go, still got another 40 to go. See if I can get, if I can't get any of these rocks I could hide from the trike, although I'm pretty sure he can still hit me up there. I think our best bet, I think these guys we can keep away from. I think I'm just gonna shoot, run and shoot. That's the plan here. Alright. 80 trank arrows, got another 20 to go. Maybe get this guy. I know there's a 125 turtle in the area. There's a 145 parasaur around here somewhere, and a 125 I think so too. So there's a couple little high level herbivores that we can get just for fun. We might mess around with a parasaur just for once. We don't usually mess with them, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have a parasaur that we built decently for speed and weight. We can use them as little pack dinosaurs, especially now that flyers aren't going to be as useful. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Wow, actually hit the first shot. That doesn't usually happen. So 150 trike, here we go. Alright, the running method. Oh wait, where is he? A bit of hill here, can't see him. There he is. Alright. Bam, right in the head. Let's do it. Run. Let's do the stairs. I think this would be actually perfect if we can get him stuck. Alright. I probably can't hit from this far away. Let's see if I can even hit him. Nothing. How about this one? Got him. Okay. Keep hitting him. Yeah, you can definitely see, we talked about in the last episode, if you hit him in the head, it does way less damage. 26 if it hits him in the body, and only like 3 if you hit him in the head, so. Oh, no, do we need to fall down? No, run. Okay. Run. Let's hide. Okay, well, let's not get down here. I don't want him near the water. Come back up. Alright. Oh, there we go. Hiding spot. Can they fit in the doors? Let's find out. And we missed. Point blank range missed. Can he fit through the doors? Yes, he can, and he's mad. Alright, keep running. Hopefully we ain't got no pagos or nothing in here. Turn, shoot. Bam. Alright. I don't know if the torpor is any difference if we hit him in the head. Hit him. Alright, let's go around this. Oh, you were supposed to go to the right. You went the wrong way. We missed that one. Alright, run. Alright, in the head, turn, run. Let's get through the little door. Turn around. Okay. Let's get back. Hit him. Oh, cool. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. Let's go up our stairs. Let's go back up the stairs and let's not jump off this time. Alright. Let's get up a little bit. And come on. Oh, is he done? Is he already toe-board up? He's going to fall down? Oh, it could be. Let's just stay right here. There you go. He's stuck. Perfect. Alright. Just keep shooting. I know you're supposed to wait a couple seconds between for toe-board, but I think that's only with the crossbows. With this bow and arrow, I don't know how much toe-board is actually doing, but... Alright, take that. Come on, go down. Alright. Okay. Oh, he's still moving. So he is at least running away because the toe-board is up. So hopefully he'll go down here pretty soon. Oh, was that wrong? Is he mad? And okay, I was totally wrong. I thought he was already running. I guess not. Alright, let's see. He's still coming? There we go. Keep hitting it. Okay, now he's got to be toe-board up now. He's running. He's running for sure now. Go after him. Let's go. Come on. Alright. There you go. Feel free to fall down, buddy. There you go. Perfect. You hit the wall, don't go to the water. As long as he doesn't go to the water. I hate to lose 150 to the water again. It happens all the time. Yes! And he's down. Outstanding. 150 trike down, bow and arrow style. Alright. Let's see. We got any meadows. We've got some on our bar. Okay. 23, which with our taming rates might be enough, so. Go over here. I think we have a little bit of meadows up on one of our trikes in here. What you got, Ike? You got meadows for me? I gotta use it to tame your replacement, sorry. Alright. And since this is a relatively safe area, we shouldn't have to worry about anybody coming in and messing us up. Of course it goes to my hotbar because I got it sitting there. That's really cool. It actually tells you how much % taming it's gone so far. So 7.1, he's a 150. He's going to be plus 74 levels because it should tame up to basically like a perfect tame. We don't really need to worry about kibble or anything on this until we get to... actually, honestly, at all, we shouldn't worry about kibble or anything. That's not usually something we get into when we're playing single player. So he's going to tame out to like a 224-ish. As long as it doesn't drop at all. So that's a pretty good start. Not a bad start at all. I guess while we're waiting for him, we can always go shoot this other guy over here. Hello, where are you? 125. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I wasn't sure if they get stuck with a bull. I thought I'd try it. Alright, cool. So 125 parasaur, not the highest one I've seen around here. I know there was a 145 on the other side, but 125 would be a good start. Dang, pelt him right in the head. 52. Definitely does more damage and hopefully more topor than it did with the hitting the trike, only 20 something. Oh great, bow and arrow broke. And that's why we carry 2 bow and arrows. See? Lessons of Ark. Always slot at least 2 bow and arrows or crossbows. Alright, get a couple more berries off Ike over here. What you got for me, Ike? Good, I'm glad I left a bunch of berries on you. And this will definitely be enough to get the parasaur right here. And stuff. Alright. 125. And that's right, it's in my hotbar over there. Keep forgetting where it's at. There we go. He should feed up really quick. So 16% on one feed, so won't take him too many times. Alright. So I guess 35% already. So I guess we should probably worry about saddles here in a second. I really do want to know where that Spino is, though. I guess we can go look at the Spino on the other side. One of these 2 Spinos has got to be awesome. Usually when we first come to the center map, usually you run into at least a 125 or higher Spino right away, so. And he might be gone. Oh, wait, there he is. Way over there. Oh, compies. Gosh dang compies. Get rid of you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. Hey, we got some eggs over here. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up as many of these eggs as I see. I know there's part of a little event going on. I guess they have from what it said from the launch screen is you can get a few different bunny themed things. Get rid of this compy real quick. But there's a few different bunny themed things that you can get. Oh, another one. We should probably use our spear, but does it work? No, let's use spear. Okay, cool. There's a few different bunny themed things that you can get from these eggs. I guess the costume for the Crocoptodon, the kangaroo. There's a costume that makes it look like a bunny rabbit, I guess. That's the only thing I've seen for sure so far. Not these pagos, these things are a pain. And we missed. And there we go, at least they run away quick. And I think you can't actually tame these guys if you knock them out like that, so we're just gonna get rid of this guy. And take him out this way with the axe. We probably should have used our spear. Yeah, let's use our spear. Alright. There we go. So, oh well, get a little bit of hide out of it, but I don't think you can actually tame them if you actually knock them out. They have to be like kind of like a passive tame. You let them still. Meadow berries from you. I guess if you have a bunch of meadow berries on your hotbar, that can help tame them a little faster. So there's our Spino over there, and he is 145. Outstanding. That's definitely going to be our Spino here pretty soon. That's one cool thing is I don't have to rush over there now while I'm still really low level. No, I thought that was actual dino over there. Just got a fish hanging out. But right now while I'm really low level, I don't have to worry about rushing over there and trying to tame it because I'm the only one on the server, so no one's going to beat me to it. So that's the one nice thing about single player. The one not so nice thing is it means I can't ask anyone for help when I need a little bit of help with a really hard dino. So if we try doing like a Quetz or something like that later on, it's going to be a pretty big challenge. 37. Yeah, it looks like all the levels on all these pterodons is different because you notice every other dinosaur on the island or on the center map is increments of 5 all the way up to 150, whereas the birds seem to be these odd numbers, 37, 52, and a couple other ones that I've seen so far. Alright. Parasaur 187. Alright. So this is pretty generic, but it's the one we have to name it every time. If you ever seen the Land Before Time, the old school movie, it's got to be Ducky. Always Ducky with this one. We usually only tame one of them, and we almost always name it Ducky. Alright. So there we go. Male or female didn't really matter. You're Ducky. Alright. Start moving a couple of these guys around so we have room to get them all up in here. Guy, keep the experience going, and we're gonna take your saddle. Okay. Alright, so this guy is almost, the trike should be almost tamed up. Our 187 Ducky over here. 187, the old song. These dodos right here might be worth getting. Alright, let's level up real quick. And we should probably look for the actual saddle for this guy. See if we've learned the Engram for it yet. Parasaur saddle. And we're frozen. That's kind of a little trick. Sometimes when it freezes on menus like that, you gotta open the Xbox menu and then come back in. So, alright, there we go. Okay. Could look for it this way. I am horrible at finding things like this though, trying to find the actual saddle we're looking for. Yeah. Just do it by saddle this time. And then still struggle to see it. There you go, first one. I guess you can't double click anymore. Usually you can double click and actually learn the Engram. I guess it doesn't let you do that anymore. So let's see if there's any other ones we gotta learn. Let's do the turtles, do the Carbonimus. Pachyrhinos are right around the corner. We might be able to tame one of those. I've never tamed one of those before, so we have to check them out. Stegos are pretty heavy in the area. Maybe get one of those. We don't use them very much. No, not the Diplos. Looking for Dodicers, not Diplo. Sarco, Arco, Anklo, definitely. Can't be down here. It's gotta be further up. Let's see. I probably went right past it. Like probably anyone that's watching saying you're going right past it every time. Not seeing it. These ones you can't see as well as you could before. I know it's not down there. It's gotta be higher up. The beaver. There, right there. I went over it like 3 times. Okay. Alright, got those saddles learned up, so we'll be able to get those and hopefully get that little level 90 Dodickers over there. Alright, and the trike is up. Level 224, a new super trike. This will definitely be our new base defender. If we go out on an adventure, this will be one of the first ones that we're going to take for sure. And we don't have the saddle, do we? I bet I left the saddle back on the other dino. Let me run back and get it real quick. Smooth move so far. Alright, come back here. So I took your saddle off. And I put it in your inventory. Okay. So the buttons work a little bit different under this new UI than what it did before. So still learning that a little bit. Alright. Run back. Get the saddle on this guy right here. Let's see. There we go, saddle. Bam. New female trike, level 224. Okay. I'm gonna get these two guys back to base, get them situated a little bit, and see if I can make a saddle up for the Parasaur. And then we'll bring it back and we'll try to close out this episode. Alright, we got our couple new guys back in the little base area here. Our brand new Parasaur 187 and our brand new 150 Perfect Tame Trike. So, not a bad end to the episode. I appreciate anyone who's watching. If you can, like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. I appreciate you. Thank you.